Hi everyone, welcome to the Movieception Show. My name is Veriba, and it is basically 3 a.m. here in the States, and I have woken up very, very early for this big occasion. The one specific time and reason why I'm doing any of this, but also because it is honestly one of the best shows out there. Squid Game Season 3 is finally out. The last 6 episodes are finally out. We had to wait, roughly 6 months to get this last half of the portion. I know a lot of people have been complaining about it, but at the same time, thankfully it was shot back to back, so we didn't have to wait too long. I know they've been pretty quiet press-wise. There hasn't been a lot of press, at least in the American side, from what I've been seeing. So it looks like they're really trying to keep things under wraps up until now, because it is honestly, because we really don't know what's going to happen. I'm assuming they're going to try and hold as many spoilers as possible, but I made sure that I woke up this early, so that way I can try and get through as many episodes as possible. I even wore Gihan's tracksuit from the show. I actually bought one just for this occasion, although I will say I probably will be taking this off very soon just because it's really, really hot in Florida. But I am still wearing a lot of Squid Game gear. But that being the case, I know for a fact that this is going to be a very unusual reaction for me. One being the fact that I don't typically do a lot of Netflix shows, mostly for the fact that, they always drop everything all at once, and I don't like that kind of format. And I've been very vocal about that. But even that being the case, I wanted to make this an exception. I've been experimenting a little bit to see how I can actually try and do this reaction, and this is how it's going to go before we actually go into the show. So I will try and watch as many episodes as I can in this one sitting. It is 3 a.m. in the morning here in the east side, probably by the time I'm watching all of this. And I will try to get through as many episodes as possible. I do have to work, so I don't know if I'll make it through all 6 episodes before the time of my working time, but if not, or if by any chance I need to take a break, you'll probably see at some point midway through this whole reaction video that there will be kind of a little bit of a changed setting. So if that's the case, then that's how it's going to be. You probably will see me change into different attire, or the camera might look a little bit different. But that's the way I'm going to try and execute this reaction video. Unlike some of my previous videos, I'm not going to do each episode. How I'm going to do is that I'm going to go through all 6 episodes all at once. Unless there's any specific reason why I have to kind of pause and talk about it, I won't be doing any discussions in between episodes. I'm just going to go through, keep on watching, just because I want to see how things get through. That's kind of how my philosophy is. So I'm going to get through all 6 episodes without any pauses, without having to do any kind of discussions. If I'll be doing any good discussions, it's going to be right at the end of this episode. So once I wrap up all 6 episodes. And yeah, I think that just about is the gist of it all. Yeah, I'm not going to promise I'm going to get through all 6 episodes in one sitting. I will say that there's a very high likelihood that I'm going to have to pause at some point watching all of Squid Game just because of, circumstances. But even that being the case, I will make sure that I get all of them done within the same day. So I will get them all done today, Friday, June 27th. We're just going to see how it all goes. It's just going to be a matter of just adapting to all of it. But even that being the case, I'm very excited for season 3. We're about to find out what's going to happen with everyone, what's going to happen to some of our favorite characters. Some of my favorite characters, of course, include Hunju, Daeho. I'm really fascinated by the front man to see if we're going to get a little bit more backstory. I think player 246 might still be alive. I think that's starting to become a little bit more tangible as a theory. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it all ends, because the end is here. We're finally at the end. This is going to be it. So I don't even want to wait any longer. It's 3 a.m. The episodes have now dropped. So yeah, I cannot wait to see how this journey goes. So without further ado, let's get right down into all 6 episodes, the final episodes of Squid Game Season 3. That has to be fun, right?
제발 살려주세요.
Oh, that's what I thought.
가봐. 살고 싶으면 내 말 들어.
I knew it! She's gonna try to get him out. I knew it! So we haven't heard this episode has a cliffhanger, so we'll see about that.
왜 갑자기 이런 이쁜 짓을 하는 거야? 어색하게.
다시 생각해보니까 나도 구경 좀 시켜줘.
뭘?
작업실.
거긴 왜?
죽은 거야?
살아있어요. 도와주세요.
술 취해가지고 오바이터로 나왔다가 바다에 빠졌을 수도 있어. 어제 내가 많이 흔들렸거든.
새벽 3시쯤? 맞죠?
No,
맞아,
I'm
그쯤이었어.
gonna wake up there.
그래서 내가 나와봤는데 박 선장님도 나오셨더라고. 아,
Oh, he doesn't know about the others. I totally forgot.
정배 씨는요?
Oh.
5명의 탈락자가 발생하여 현재 남은 참가자는 60명입니다. 지금까지 적립된 총 상금은 396억, 1인당 상금은
I
6억
hope this
6천만
guy
원입니다.
dies.
그러니까 그냥 날 죽여!
Fat man, guys.
다 죽여. 형사도 같이.
Oh. Oh.
이제 다음 게임의 속행 여부를
와우.
묻는
오케이,
재투표를 시작하겠습니다.
그래, 자유롭게 합시다. 눈치 보지 말고 프리스타일로 하세요. 편하게.
Assholes.
VIP들이 곧 도착한다. 네.
The VIPs are coming. The VIPs are coming.
주계준 덕분에 돈도 쌓이고 투표도 쉽게 이기고 좋네.
I hope he dies.
자, 우리 감사의 박수 한번 쳐드립시다.
Oh, I hope she dies too.
총알을 먹었어.
Oh.
현주 씨가 왜 죄송해. 다 대호 씨 때문인데. 나도 보고 엄마도 보고 여기 있는 사람들 다
Oh,
봤어요.
we're blaming him. Oh,
저기
my
대호
lord.
씨가 탄창 챙겨서 나가려다가 그냥
Oh no, why is he staring at Deo like that? Oh my god.
내가 촉이 좀 좋은 편이거든. 근데 그 박선장 그 사람 뭔가 좀 껄쩍지근한 데가.
제 생명의 은인이고
He's not wrong.
지난 몇
He's
년간 그 섬
alright.
찾는 걸 도와주신 분이에요. 지금도 우리를 도와주고 있고요.
나도
Oh no. Oh, he's about to target Deo.
VIP들이 도착했습니다.
Oh no!
지금 여러분들이 보시는 건 자유롭고 민주적인 의사결정 이어 진행됩니다. 그럼 게임을 시작하기에 앞서 조를 선정하겠습니다. 한 분씩 나와서
이번 게임은 숨바꼭질입니다. 파란 팀은 게임장 안에서 30분 내에 출구를 찾아 탈출하거나 숨어서 빨간 팀에게 잡히지 않으면 통과입니다.
그럼 술래는 어릴 때 하던 것처럼
저 사람들이 우리를 죽인다고요?
그렇습니다.
This is the old man that side. Oh, no, Mama baby!
서로를 공격하는 것은 금지합니다.
우리도 뭐 방패라도 줘야 되는 거 아닙니까? 저쪽은 칼 주고 우린 맨몸으로 도망만 다니라는 겁니까?
맞아요.
쉽겠네 너희들이.
And they were all on the same team.
그런 건 잘 아시잖아요. 이 새끼처럼 숨는 거.
하시길 바랍니다.
Oh my god. He's about to target him. Oh my god. Yeah, Jesus.
뭐 알아내면 연락할 테니까 그때까지 황영도 박선장 그럼 조심해.
최 이사님.
This guy's MVP.
자, 이제 출발합시다.
하지만 오직 내가 이 용궁선녀만이 너희들을 생명의 길로 인도할 수 있어. 난 여기서도 이미 저
You can do it, my bro, Minsu. Minsu. See you again, Minsu.
Oh my god.
준이야, 나랑 바꿔.
저 혹시 저랑 바꾸실 수 있으시?
How dare you even ask him?
어차피 못 이겼다고요. 그딴식으로 쳐다보지 마! 나 때문에 아니라고! 그때 차라리 동그라미 새끼들이랑 싸웠으면 이길 수도 있었어. 싸움도 이기고 투표도 이기고! 당신 때문이야. 당신.
잠시 후 게임을 시작하겠습니다. 파란 조끼를 입으신 분들은 먼저
My baby, please survive. Let the diva survive.
비상시에 이 무기도 있다녀. 그러니까 내 걱정 말고.
찾으면 소리를 질러서 어느 쪽인지 알려주는 겁니다.
그럽시다, 그럽시다. 자, 우리 다 같이 도와서 우리가 꼭 여기서 살아나갑시다. 준희 씨, 저랑 같이 가요.
Diva! Love her! Please keep her going.
아니, 너 타노스 찌를 때 진짜 존나 멋있었어.
나 때문이야.
살려주면 나도 살려.
Damn. that she had. She leaked it. Yeah, she's gonna. Oh man, he's gonna hunt down Data.
남수, 남규랑. 남규. 내가 그 새끼 고막에 피 나오도록 존나 얘기를 했는데. 그래서
Oh my gosh.
절반 죽이러 가자.
Yeah, at least that was fun. Oh no.
문마다 열쇠 구멍이 달라요. 동그라미, 세모, 네모 이렇게 세 가지인 것 같은데 우리 셋이 가진 열쇠가 딱 그렇게 세 가지예요. 저 우덜 열쇠를 다 현주 씨가 갖고 있어. 어? 빨리 움직이려면은 그게 편하잖아. 그래도 될까요?
They trusted her. Oh no! Oh shit! Oh no! Oh my god.
이쪽 이리씨.
에이. 지금.
아니, 저 할멈을 어떡하?
Come on, Diva. Come on.
세모야.
사랑을 했다. 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다. 내가 같이
빈 건가?
발목에 금이 갔을 수도 있어요.
That's not good for next game.
어떡하지? 우리 데리고 다닌다고 힘들었을 텐데.
Don't separate. Don't separate, please. No.
양수가 터졌어.
Oh, what about? Oh my god.
자, 숨 크게 쉬고 내쉬고.
Please let me be dead. Please let me be dead. Please let me be dead.
동그라미.
Oh, he has some beef with her too. Are you gonna do it?
440번 탈락. 192번 통과.
저기요. 쌤이 못 봤어요? 키가 크고요. 머리는 단발인데요. 남기가 쌤이를 죽이려고 해요. 쌤이
She found the exit. She found the exit. Oh my lord. Fused all 3 keys together. That is effed up.
자자니까. 나 얘 좀 깨우고 좀 갈게. 마음대로 해.
God damn it.
진기 명기.
Good, just at least got him.
좋았어. 천지신명님께서
Got
날
2
그리로
words
이끄셨어.
together.
나가봐.
출근은 13 3개.
You had the baby.
현주씨, 아기 좀.
Protect my diva! The exit. That's the exit. You found the exit. Yeah, walk away. Behind you. Look behind you. It's the exit.
Congratulations and celebrations. Congratulations and jubilations. 빨리요, 빨리요.
You little motherfucker! You're in my dead list. You're my death list.
왜 그러고 있어? 안에 뭐 더 있어?
Oh, he's behind the door.
천지신명님, 감사합니다.
멍청한
이 정보를 받으러 지옥불 기름솥에 튀겨주길러.
I hope that
물
happens.
잡아서 불을 끄랬어. 진리가 죽을 것이다.
저기요. 쌤이 못 봤어.
Oh yeah, I figured.
고기예요, 고기. 총도 제대로 못 잡았어요. 문신도 가짜예요. 그냥 형님들이랑 같이 하고 싶어서 거짓말했어요. 형님들이랑 같이 하면 저 같은 병신 새끼도
그녀는 뭐 저와 같은 마음.
너 같은 놈 따위가
Oh, she's a dead woman.
내가 누군 줄 알고!
저리 꺼!
At least we got one. But I want my diva back.
누군지
Faster.
나 때문이라고? 나 때문이라고!
나를 찔러. 엄마는 살 만큼 살았어. 영식아 그냥 이걸로 나를 찔러. 그러면은 너도 살고 준이랑 애기도 다 살아. 너 때문이야. 나 때문.
No, another one. Ah.
괜찮아, 어? 준이야, 영수 나가! 빨리 나가! 영수가 준을 보내주고 날 찔러!
This one. Oh shit! I knew it.
게임이 종료되었습니다.
My god. They're not gonna let him die.
잘못했어. 내가 잘못했어.
I'm just gonna pause here. Oh my god. I knew about Young Suk. I figured that was going to happen. I really figured that was going to happen. That Young Suk was going to go. Man, I was really hoping Hanjun was going to make it. This pisses me off. That really pisses me off. And I had a feeling that the moment that she didn't go through those exits, that this was kind of foreshadowing what was going to happen. Simply because of the fact that she's the type of person who honestly cares for other people, and that's just been how this game has always been, that she's always looking after everyone else. And even though like the whole point of why she joined the games was simply to get her own her surgery, the fact that at the end of the day she thought about her friends and her colleagues over herself, like she could have just simply gone through those doors. This honestly breaks my heart. Like that this is what happens. Like, you know, when you're helping other people, that ultimately can become quite costly. I'm not happy. Daeho, I don't know what to say about that. That's just... I mean, especially considering the fact that he was really vengeful. Right now, Gi-hun was very vengeful. That could have been expected. I knew Young-soo was gonna die though. I had a really strong feeling. Just the way that the mom was reacting in the trailers, I was like, oh, he's a goner. He's a goner. But yeah, how do you say his name? Mingyoon? Oh man, he's now in my horrible list. The way he fucked up so bad. Like, it could have just been no, it was him. That little piece of shit. She was right there. She was literally right there from the exit. And that's the most tragic thing about it. She deserves to have gone through and didn't have to just... She's a real one. She's a real one. All right, let's go through the next episode. Wow, look how empty it looks. Oh, she fucking hates your guts, man. She hates your guts. I hate your guts.
아 진짜 제발요. 저 그거 없으면 안 돼. 아 씨발. 아 자꾸.
So he gets to survive, but not Gunju? Come on.
It was like I was a Maasai tribesman stalking the African wilderness.
So you're calling him...
I've done plenty of hunting in Africa, but this was on another level. Sure your chopper was the problem? Or were you too drunk to wake up on time?
You know something?
The dubbing's still a problem, guys.
When you don't open your mouth, you're kind of attractive.
To Chairman O.
Chairman O.
Oh, I'm having a feeling he's gonna be coming.
대장님, 빨리 사관입니다.
가봐야 돼요. 다시 통화해요.
오케이. 나도 좀 더 알아볼 테니까 박 선장 계속 주시하고 있어. 가자.
He's the real MVP.
How much more money can I get? Among the 25 left, 16 are already wearing a circle patch. After that riot in the dark, people will be nervous about voting against the majority.
He's not wrong. That's how it works. That's psychology.
39번 투표해주세요. (125번)
He actually changed his vote. This is why I don't trust humanity.
저는 살 만큼 다.
They just don't care. People are greedy.
56번 투표해주세요.
Bigger gap in the votes than I thought.
I almost cried when I heard that old lady's speech. It was touching.
Do you think she meant it when she said she'd give up all her money?
Yeah, she's probably...
Sometimes I've wanted to bury my son alive.
배를 저쪽 해변에 최대한 가까이 대주세요.
여기는 암초가 많아가지고 위험해.
부탁드려요. 꼭 확인해 볼 게 있어요.
아닙니까?
This looks like the place.
착한 사람들은 뭐가 조금만 잘못되어도 다 자기 탓을 하면서 막 가슴을 좆뜯어요.
She's right. Yeah.
우리 용식이가 그랬어요. 내가 죽였네요. 내 손으로 내가 내 자식 새끼를 죽였어요. 선생님이 여기 우리를 구하러 오셨다는 것 저는 지금도 믿어요.
죄송합니다. 저는 그런 사람이 아닙니다. 맞네.
Oh, I have a feeling he stole someone's identity.
아이씨.
아니 어쩌려고 저런.
What the hell's going on? Why is there... What? Did someone kill themselves? Oh my god. That's like everyone that's gone now.
가위바위보 하나 빼기 실격입니다.
Oh, they knew each other.
참가자 여러분께 안내 말씀드립니다. 잠시 후에
And this is gonna be the jump roping, and Junhee not in a good position. A square, I see.
괜찮이다. 움직이지 마.
She took the baby with her?
준이야.
Still not happy what he did. I do not forgive him. No.
Oh, yes.
Jump roping.
Then I'll show you.
Oh, we're doing this again. Oh, okay, great. Oh, it's them. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no.
What on earth is that?
Youngie's boyfriend.
그런데 저 때문에 현주 언니도 할머니도 저 때문에
Say it's not your fault.
네 탓이 아니야.
Yeah.
우린 선택을 한 거야.
Oh, they literally combined. Oh my god.
무엇은?
자, 여러분을 환영합니다. 이번
I love how
게임은
serious the story is right now.
줄넘기입니다. 참가자들은 제한 시간 20분 안에 게임을 시작합니다.
Oh my lord. I love how they're Oh my god.
들어가면 돼.
모든 참가자는 정해진 시간 안에 다리를 건너야 합니다. 정해진 시간 안에 다리를 건너지 못한 참가자는 탈락입니다.
They're counting the baby as a player now?
아기는 참가자가 아니에요.
지금 이곳에 있는 여러분 모두 참가자입니다.
헛소리 하지 마. 이 아이는 이 게임하고 아무 상관없어.
Oh, you
시간 내에
fucking
다리를
kidding.
건너지 못한 참가자는 탈락입니다.
만 죽일 겁니까? 이제 누가 먼저 한번 가봅시다.
왜 그래?
Why won't you?
당신 먼저 가봐.
Yeah.
조금씩 입만 나불라고.
야, 먹고 싶으면 가서 먹어. 왜? 쫄려?
Yes. Finally, there's one on the bridge.
Let's go, baby!
Oh, we're doing this too! Oh my lord! He has to make it, right? I wonder what the Fremyan's thinking right now. John! Oh my god! Oh my god, Gion!
Alright! You're awesome, 456!
주두야! 바로 데리러 갈게!
할 수 있어! 빨리! 한 번 더! 그렇지! 좋아!
게임하지.
That is effed up. Get him. I'll give you this permission.
내 상품 받을게!
Doing it fast.
Crawl, honey, crawl.
돈 때문에? 그 사람이 나랑 아이 구해준 사람이었어.
We will acknowledge
합고라도 가게. 그럴 수 있어. 저 아이 내 아이야.
너 같은 쓰레기랑은 아무 상관없어. 그러니까 꿈에서라도 절대 나랑 내 아이 앞에 나타나.
병신 같은 새끼. 낙대한 게임인데.
Crawl, honey, crawl. Yeah, jump and crawl.
주제야, 거기서 기다려. 금방 갈게. 주제야, 내가 갈게.
This is absolute worst.
Made it twice as fun and dramatic.
Glad you enjoyed it. I had no idea the game would turn out like that.
Yes, but
We should just eliminate you too.
Oh, how about
Eliminated? Wait, one way or another, we all saw that baby cross the fence. That's the first time you looked attractive with your mouth open.
look, the baby is not an independent participant.
Missing the point.
It's dependent on 222.
You've been very quiet for me.
How about having the baby play as player 222 in the next game?
Isn't that the mother's number?
Yes.
And what's your reasoning?
Soon, the player
From the dead, thanks to her baby.
That's
This is a bigger twist than the resurrection of Jesus.
Awesome! 222?
저기 있습니다.
Oh my god, they even attempt to kill that baby. Holy mother pearls. Oh, I'm
저것도
going
죽여야 돼!
so
맞아요! 저희는 절대로 인정 못해요! 좋아요, 새끼들! 지하철에서 딱 지치기를 해서 사람을 끌어모으는 놈인데 이게 생긴 게 멀쩡해도 아주 잔인한 놈이라 세금으로 월급 받는 경찰들이 할 일 아닙니까?
Same shit here.
그래. 내 생각엔 이쪽은 아닐 거야. 교류도 세고 중국배들이 자주 넘어와서 해경들이 수시로 순찰 도는 지역이야.
It's in that area. It's in that area.
그런 데서 굳이 그 게임 할 리가 없잖아. 한번 해보자고.
어이 송영사.
your time?
박영길 선장 수재밥 됐는가? 아까 출항 기록 본 게 조대 남성이. 그거 혹시 아시는
Are
분이라?
you out of your goddamn mind?
전혀 모릅니다.
소리 내가 거야.
이상한 소리.
아니 뭐 선장님이 그 사람들을 그 섬으로 이렇게 납치해갖고 거기서 살인 게임을 하는 뭐 범죄단체 소속이라고. 거시기 그 저 분홍색 옷 있잖아요.
아이 내 전화기 내 누구라고! 그것도 못 보게 하면
확인을 해주셔서 건데요. 아 그리고 아까 그 이런 말씀 일정한 거시기한데 그 키우시던 개가 죽어버렸어요. 그 최우석 씨가 죽은 것 같은데.
네, 알겠습니다.
시리야! 황영한테 전화해줘!
황행사는 들어가 있어.
뒤에.
정수야, 그 섬이 어딘지 알고 있지? 지금 그 길 간다고 네가 뭘 할 수 있을까?
Wow, you can't even properly eat. Wow. Is that the front man? Wonder if that's the front man. He's just a guy. He's just doing his job.
누가 떨어질지 우리가 정한다고?
그렇습니다. 여러분들께서 합의를 통해 3명의 탈락자를 결정하시면 나머지 분들은 모두 게임을 통과하실 수 있습니다.
WTF.
우리가 직접 결정해서
이제 투표를 시작하겠습니다. 투표는 역순으로 진행하겠습니다. 456번 투표해 주세요.
Oh yeah, please pick 100.
Oh, 353번 투표해 주세요. (336번)
Wow. And that's your kid, asshole.
222번 없는 관계로 기권으로 처리하겠습니다. 이유 있으신 분 있습니까?
없습니다.
I suppose it all depends on what the next game is.
Sorry, but we will have to keep it a secret until tomorrow for your entertainment.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Well, does that
You literally X'd out a whole area. That means that's probably where it is.
그 사문 이쪽에 있을 겁니다.
As I've said. Not good for you.
11번 응답해. 여기 총무.
Oh, he's strategizing.
아닌 사람은 빠지시던가 빨리.
456번. 그분이 부르셔.
The meeting's about to happen, and we're about to find out.
이건 긴 얘기야. 난 지금 너와 아이를 도우려는 거야.
What is that supposed to mean?
네가 우리를 돕는 돌아와서 너와 아이를 죽이려는 그 쓰레기들을 죽여. 다들 먹고 마시고 취해서 골아떨어졌으니 한 놈씩 천천히 목을 베면 아무도 모를 거야.
That's what happened in season 1. Is he taking off his mask? He's about to take off his mask! He's taking off his mask! Oh my god! Oh,
성균 씨,
oh my god.
정배 씨 일은 유감입니다.
Don't you say that! Don't you say that! Oh my lord.
날 죽이고 싶나? 변하는 건 없을 거야.
This is so much. This is too much.
누군가 내 자리를 대신할 거고 내일 게임은 그대로 진행되겠지. 넌 그 게임에서 아이 둘뿐이야. 다음 게임은 두 사람만으로는 할 수 없는 게임이야. 그럼 정해진 규칙에 따라서 게임은 여기서 중단이다. 아직도 사람을 믿나?
You have a decision to make, Gihan. Do it. Get him out first. Do it. Do it. I actually give him permission for this.
뭘 망설이는 거지?
Oh, flashback.
내일이면 자네를 죽이려고 달려들라.
Yes. 새벽!
그러지 마. 아저씨.
Which is circle, triangle, square. Oh my god, what does this mean? He's a fine detail.
그쪽에 사람들이 있을 겁니다.
황준혜 형사,
Oh no.
내 말 들리나?
Oh no.
더 이상 이 게임에 대해서 알려고 하면 죽어.
그럼 날 죽여야 할 거야.
The final game is about to commence. Oh no. Oh no. What is this? Oh no, there's... Wow.
참가자 여러분께서
It's like four corners.
오징어 게임입니다.
Sky? What? Oh my lord.
여긴 이렇게 흔한 걸 말이야.
기둥 위의 전원이 탈락하게 됩니다.
Are you crazy? Assholes? You should just kill them. They're the trash.
윤수야.
Is that Thanos?
윤수야.
Thanos!
윤수.
Oh my lord.
윤수. My brother.
Oh, he's back.
형 좀 살려줘.
투표로 결정이 왔잖아요. 그러니까 여기서도
They were gonna
누가
cross this really?
탈락할지 민주적으로 투표로 결정합시다. 오늘 탈락시키는 게 맞는 것 같습니다.
Wow.
그 이유 한번
있어요. 다들
Big
봤잖아요.
brain stuff.
저 인간
Three, three,
줄넘기 때부터 애를 데리고 건넜어요.
얘야?
씨발. 한꺼번에 탈락시키면 돼요.
So Minsu?
야, 밀어버려! 누가 해요?
That's a great question.
직접
Oh, please tell me he's not going to his death. Please, 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 please,
아, 잠깐만.
please.
그러다가 이 새끼가 나 붙잡고 늘어주면
point, right?
비켜요.
Oh my lord. Oh, did he taxidermy him? Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. I think he taxidermied him, or at least I'm hoping that's a sculpture. Oh, but it looks like a taxidermy.
하기 싫은 거 다 이해해요. 나도 집에 가면 애가 둘입니다.
그래요. 우리도 사람입니다. 우리라고 이러고 싶어서 이러는 거 아니에요.
그 아이 이제 엄마도 없어요. 여기서 우리가 고통 없이 보내주는 게 애를 안 주시면 그냥 두루랑 밀어버릴 수가 있어요.
Do it, asshole. Do it. I freaking double dare.
나와 아이를 죽이고 난 다음엔
제한 시간은 15분입니다.
This guy needs to get
임기 중인데 뭐 하는 겁니까?
다음 단계에선 네 차례가 될 수도 있어. 지금도 내 뒤에서 뭔가를 꾸미고 있는 것 같은데.
너무도 뒤지고 싶냐?
그만하세요. 우리끼리 싸우면 어쩌자는 거예요?
다들 진정하세요. 우리 한 팀으로 끝까지 같이 가기로 약속했잖아요.
그래, 아직 시간 있으니까 우리.
Oh, we're playing rock, paper, scissors, shoot again. Oh my lord. Is he playing dead? He's playing dead.
246번. 탈락.
Juno! Juno!
네가 그 뽑는 순서도 정해. 네, 그러셔도 됩니다. 저도 찬성입니다.
들었죠? 어때요? 어이가 있습니다. 어떻게든 그냥 살아보려고 그런 겁니다. 잘못했습니다. 제발 살려주세요. 왜? 일어! 비시야!
제비뽑기 하는 게 좋을 것 같은데요. 다들 어떠세요? 저도 찬성해요.
여기 제비도 만들어 놨다니까요.
자,
그럼 제비뽑기 믿으면 안 됩니다.
전 그 아이를 살리려고 그런 거예요. 그 아이 제 아이예요.
Wow! I mean, who saw that coming? 333 is the baby's father? That means you have the father.
저의 아빠라고?
Yes.
말도 안 돼.
너 방금 전까지
근데 준이가 저를 믿어주지 않았어요. 우리한테 무기가 있어요. 지금 우리들이 힘을 합치면
저기 동그라미 위로 끌고 가서 시작부터 땅 누르고 아래로 던져버리면 게임 오버. 우리 5명 안에.
Lunchbox. What a genius idea.
근육이 다리 좀 잡아봐.
왜? 야, 꽉 잡아!
Oh my god, why are we allowing suspects to still be alive? Got him! Let go, 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 let go. That's his first No, second.
다음 판서 던져버리면 우리 3명 아니 저기까지 4명 그러니까 각자
당신이 빠지면
Finally. He lasted way too long.
100번 탈락.
We're in a pickle. We are in a pickle.
당신 그 게임에 참가한 겁니까?
Yes. Okay. We'll figure it out who's gonna actually
아이는
survive.
괜찮아요?
Oh my, are you kidding me?
아이만 넘겨.
Are you kidding me? What?
당신은 거기 남고.
What the?
네 손으로 이 아이를 죽이고 그 돈을 가지고 여길 나가겠다고.
여기서 다 같이 죽든가.
What? This is why I didn't like him.
그렇게 슬쩍 넘어와서 난 밀어 죽이고 혼자서 상금 다 쳐먹으려고. 당신 전에도 우승했다더니 역시 대단하네. 하마터면 속을 뻔했어 당신 연기에. 당신 준이랑 무슨 사이야? 밖에서 원래 알던 사이야?
What?
설마 이 안에서 무슨 일 있었던 거야?
Oh,
어쩐지 준이 그게 껌딱지처럼 그쪽에 붙어서 처음부터 이상하다 생각했어. 이 씨발
정신 차리고 내 말 들어. 시간 없어.
You got 5 seconds, my dude. Oh, isn't this like, oh man.
대신 죽어주겠다면서 그새 생각이 바뀌셨네. 가까이 오세요.
Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
가까이 오세요.
Assholes, please click the button.
(333번) 탈락.
button. You didn't click the button. Yep, that's what I kept trying to say. Click the damn button.
Some goodbyes take time.
우린 말이 아니야. 사람이야. 사람은
탈락. 게임이 종료되어
Don't tell me he's gonna talk to it. Oh.
왜 그랬어?
4, 3, 2, 1.
뭐 하나 여쭤봐도 될까요? 아, 전에 어디서 한번 뵌 적이 있는 것 같아서요.
You don't remember?
아,
이거 맛있다. 어디서 산 거야?
제가요, 형님 드리려고.
황영은 이제 뭐 할 건데? 복직 안 해?
경찰이요. 이 난리를 치고요.
좀 그런가? 그럼 나랑 같이 일할래?
아니, 이 대부업이 생각해보면 괜찮아.
저도 그랬으면 좋겠네요.
Unless he's like freaking Superman. I don't think so. Is it two fishies?
여기요, 여기! 아이고, 새벽에 어머니 어서 오셔. 고생 많았습니다. 설아, 뭐해? 오늘아 고생 많이 하셨어.
소장님 애쓰셨습니다. 서로 여기 있습니다.
No way. Is this implying Squid Game America?
혹시 여기가 성가영 씨 집입니까?
The frick?
전데요.
이건 성균 씨 유품입니다. 성균 씨께서 돌아가셨습니다. 성균 씨가 가영 양에게 남기신 겁니다.
He took the money! What? So there is a American version! No freaking way! Is that Kate? Kate Blanchett? No freaking way! American version? This is the American version.
Let's go again.
So I think this just confirmed the American version. And there you have it, everyone. I have officially finished Squid Game Season 3. It's been quite a journey. I've had to wait so long for these final sets of episodes. And yeah, I have a lot to talk about. Like, I know with this reaction type, I didn't stop after each episode. Aside from episode 2, which we'll talk about in a second, but aside from episode 2, I did not take even a moment to pause and talk about it. I was like, I'm just going to go through, binge all the episodes, just because I feel like that's honestly the best way to do it. This is one of the reasons why I really don't like the Netflix format, just because it doesn't give you the time to kind of process some episodes, just because everything's dropping all at once, and it's like you can't really wait. You have to kind of keep on going up until the end. And especially for me, like I do not like spoilers, so I was like, I need to get through everything as quickly as possible. But I also think that just doing it this format works the best, not just for it as a reaction, but just even for my enjoyment. And so for me, like, I don't know if you guys had noticed, I actually had to pause after episode 5 because I was like, well, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna finish before my work time. I had to go to work very soon, so I had to go pause after episode 5. Thankfully, it was only one episode left, but I had to like wait so many hours just to get to just for my ship to end and get to the series finale, because I was hearing a lot of buzz about what was going on in the finale, which I didn't know what was going to be about, because I had already seen majority of the series, and I was like, okay, but what is this series finale that everyone's talking about? So yeah, let's go right down into it. Now, I have to say, I did not expect almost basically all the main characters to be dead in the way that it is. Especially in the way it was executed, because in episode 2, right, I think a lot of people know how much I love Hoonjun. I love Hoonjun so much. She was honestly one of my favorite characters, and just to see what had happened to her in episode 2, I think that was definitely my strongest reaction of the season. I think the strongest death reaction for sure. Yeah, I mean, that whole episode, just like the creator, I know his last name is Hwang. The creator had no chill, man. He literally was like, I'm going to go all out. We're about to go and unalive a bunch of these characters. And I was so surprised how many major characters were basically unalived in episode 2. Like, some good, some bad, but some very big key ones. I think episode 2 was maybe the most decisive one of them all, just because that's the one that really kind of cleaned up a lot of the players in a way. So yeah, I mean, as you guys probably saw, like, my reaction, I was like, holy shit, I can't believe they just took out my diva. And of course, like, how do you say his name? Mingjian or something like that. Basically, Junhee's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. I knew there was something off about him. I was like, there's no way I can really root for this guy. And then we saw at the very end, like, what really happened. He kind of just started to really lose it. But yeah, I was just like, of course, of all people, it had to be you, the one who really screws up everything, right? But yeah, I honestly, I did not expect a lot of things that were going to happen to transpire. Like, I don't know how you say the mom's name, the Gangnam or Junjum, something like that. But the mom who had to kill her son, right? I did not expect her to unalive herself. I did not expect the fact that, you know, that Junhee was going to sacrifice her life, considering the fact that she had that twisted ankle. I had a feeling that once she had that twisted ankle, like, I already knew that she was probably going to be done deal for the next round, because because we had already seen the trailers that one of the games was going to be the jump roping, and I was like, oh no, this is not going to do well for her. Yeah, and of course, okay, so I think when it came to Gihan, I think it could have gone down to 3 different options, right? One, that is that he could have been the next front man. The next thing would have been that he could have made it through somehow, or he probably would have died. I think they went with the last option. It's like, well, if he made it the first time around, we're not just going to repeat it the second time around, right? That just feels like it'll be a bit too repetitive. So the fact that he actually sacrificed himself for Junhee's baby to make it, and honestly, like, I think it was basically foreshadowed in a way, because as much as, like, I did not like that Shum lady, I mean, she did kind of foreshadow what was going to happen. Like, remember back in the Mingle game, she was just looking at Gihan and Junhee. He's like, you're here for a purpose. It's gonna be with her. And I was like, oh man, she's basically telling us that he's going to die, isn't it? So I had a feeling that was going to be a case. So that's why I was like already anticipating it. I figured that as things were transpiring in the last round, I was like, oh man, it's gonna really come down to the fact that Gihan didn't press the button. So therefore, that means that's gonna be between him and Junhee's baby, and that's what ended up happening. So yeah, I will say, like, it was basically, we were basically warned for the last couple months that it was going to be far darker. I was reading a lot of teasers and stories about what was going to happen in the lead up to season 3. Like, everyone was saying it's going to be much darker. I think even some people were like, I don't even know how people are going to react to the finale, which we'll talk about. We'll talk a little bit more about in depth for sure. But yeah, it's definitely darker. I think the season 2, I don't know why, but I had so much fun watching season 2, even though like the whole point of the whole show is that it's supposed to be like people are killing each other, whatnot. But I feel like season 2 is definitely kind of like you're introduced to all these characters, you're starting to root for a lot of them. You got some really interesting personalities like Thanos. I did not expect that we're gonna see another footage of Thanos. Like I was like, oh, this is probably it. But we actually got to see him briefly. I believe it's episode 5, right? Episode 5 of Minsu. Where he's basically kind of having these hallucinations. But yeah, I mean, we got to see Thanos come back, but I think there's quite a huge contrast between season 2 and 3. Because season 2, you're just kind of like, okay, you're back in the game. You have these very interesting pool of characters, and it's like, okay, this is something that you're kind of excited about. I know the whole Mingle song kind of went viral. I was kind of having it in my head, so I was like, wow, I'm getting really invested in this. I think another key thing that I really loved about season 2 was the fact that we got to see the frontman be really involved, especially how he's basically toying with Gihan and making him like reevaluate his philosophy. I guess that's the best way to say it, reevaluate his philosophy. And it's just like, just having the frontman join in was a very interesting aspect to season 2. So I was like expecting a lot more of that in season 3, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, I just did not expect season 3 to go really deeply dark in the way that it did here. I think a lot of it just makes sense because of like it's basically a consequence of what happened in the season 2 finale with the rebellion. Gihan basically losing himself and honestly going on a whole like binge quest against Daeho, which I was like, holy crap. Like, and then the fact that he actually went through with it, I was just like, whoa, okay. And I think this is something that I do have to at least applaud the creator for, is that he's not someone who really pulls back on things. He doesn't play it safe. He's the kind of person who really understands humanity, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, he could have let him live, but at the same time, you also have to realize how human behavior and emotions are really like, and it's like, would you actually think that in a more real life sense, if something like this would happen in real life, like do you really think people actually have their self-control over such situations like that? I think we really got to see a very dark version of Gihan as well in this later half of this kind of like, it's basically the lead up, the follow up to season 2. I mean, they split it for a reason, but we definitely see a much different side of Gihan, where it's like he has really gone to the dark side in a way, although he starts to kind of get his rhythm back, especially once he does meet up with Junhee, and Junhee basically loses everyone. I mean, that was just a heartbreaking scene. I think that was episode 3 or 4, where she's literally like crying because she just lost everyone, and then to realize that, you know, she has to fight for her kid and basically trust Gihan to do what he can to kind of keep her alive. Or I think it's a her. I think it was her. I think at the end we saw it was a her. So, yeah. Now in terms of how things ended, I mean, wow. I think a lot of us are probably going to be very divided about this. Like, should have Gihan died in the way that he did or not? I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of like processing it. I will say, I think the lead up to it, where we kind of follow up with all the players, all the characters who did survive, and seeing what happened to them, I was just like, okay. And I think just the song just started to kind of get really emotional, that I kind of eventually had to kind of like, I couldn't hold it any longer. I was like, oh, I need to release this emotions, especially when the frontman does meet up with Gihan's daughter, which I'm very curious about. Like, I wonder what his motives were in terms of that, because like, I would imagine that he's never really done this with anyone before, and yet he did it for Gihan's daughter, just to grab all that money that's now just kind of laying at the hotel that only other people knew about. And it's like, instead of just leaving it lying there, he decided to just take it and give it to his daughter. I do ask what his motives were. Like, did he really have a sense where he, like, you know, because we did see what happened in season 2, right? We got to see a sense of these two characters kind of build this bond, and even though in a sense one side considered it as like a one-dimensional thing where they're trying to play with their emotions, you also wonder if a part of him was genuinely fascinated by him to the point where he really wanted to make him a friend. And also, I was kind of one of those 5-4, 5-7 shippers for a little bit, so But I do wonder what his emotions or what his motivations are for this, and I also wonder what this would imply for the frontman's future, because we see right here he actually surprisingly survives. I didn't know if that was going to be the case, but that does add a little bit more complexity. What's going to happen for him? We see how he kind of resolves a lot of things. So like he brings Junior to his brother. He brings the remaining amount of cash to Gihan's daughter. And then we see everything else kind of transpire. They do open up a lot of things, of course, in the finale. We see that Noelle is now heading to China to reunite with her daughter. We see the fact that Sae-byeok's mom finally makes it to South Korea, which honestly, that one really did hit me. I was like, oh my god, for finally, like for so long, after, you know, Sae-byeok has been trying so long to try and get her mom to finally reunite with them. It's like, it's finally happened after like, what, 3 years? And then seeing Song Young's mom on the side, because you can't even imagine just... I think one of the things I've noticed is that this is a really big theme about family and motherhood and just a family reunion and just the importance of family, and seeing how a lot of them are making sacrifices for their kids. So, and we see a lot of that, especially post the games. So I will like to quickly acknowledge, I would like to quickly talk about that last point. I did not expect Cate Blanchett to show up in the finale. I was like, whoa, like we're talking 2-time Oscar-winning actress. Cate Blanchett just shows up, basically being the recruiter. But in the American form, in the American version, I'm assuming that this is probably implying the American remake for Squid Game, the one that there's been a lot of rumors that David Fincher is going to be involved in. Again, it's only been just rumors, but this is honestly like implying that this is going to happen, because I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised. For one thing, Squid Game is literally Netflix's biggest show. Like it's not like one, it's the biggest show. Like at least season 1 broke a lot of records. It became the #1 show, even beating out Wednesday, Stranger Things. And then the second season did equally very well. Not equally, but did pretty well. Like I think it's like the 3rd most watched season overall, behind Squid Game season 1 and Wednesday season 1. So I don't know how the stats are going to look like for season 3, because I can honestly see where a lot of things are going to be very divisive, which I already been seeing that's kind of been the case. Like, even though I was not opening up a lot of the links, I was starting to see where a lot of people were kind of being very vocal about things. I was like, okay. I think right now there's like a 50% Rotten Tomatoes audience score, and I'm like, holy crap. What did the series finale do? But yeah, let's actually talk about that, right? So I already talked about the remake, because I was just like, whoa, is this really implying I'm about to have the remake? So that was a cool thing to see. We talked about the frontman, what his motivation could have been. I mean, I'm honestly pretty shocked to see the frontman didn't make it. I was like, whoa, okay. And then we saw Gihan make the sacrifice. Then we saw the results of the game, of course. But now let's just talk about the execution, because I feel like that's something I need to talk about separately, because first off, we talked about the story stuff, and I think that is its own thing kind of just to address. But let's talk about execution, because like I feel like this is a big thing that a lot of people are talking about. I just briefly mentioned it. There's already a 50% Rotten Tomatoes audience score, and I'm just kind of like, whoa, okay, this is insane. Again, that's considering the fact that I did not even watch the series finale yet. But even that being the case, I will say watching season 3, execution wise, like I wasn't as invested as I was with some of the previous seasons. I think season 1 did just such a really great job of giving that novelty of Squid Game that I know that was kind of really tough to kind of replicate that novelty aspect of it in the second season. But I think what made the second season really fascinating is that we got to meet all these new characters and understanding who they are, what their motivations are, and getting really close to them. I think going into season 3, I think I had a lot of expectations that it's just like watching the rest of season 3, I was really surprised at some of the directions that they did take. For one thing, of course, they killed off a lot of the main big players, right? I mean, episode 2, they basically knocked out a lot of key players, a lot of key major players. So that's one thing. The second thing being that I feel like because we were just jumping right into the game's Sense of Rebellion, it's just like I don't know if there was enough time to really process a lot of things that were happening. Things I feel like were going pretty fast. I was just like, am I even having enough time to even to even process what has happened. And then of course we have a lot of the subplots like the Junho thing, the front man. Then we have Noel trying to help player 246 trying to escape, which I had a feeling he had survived. I was like, he probably survived. And it's like, I think the actress herself had accidentally like posted an image, and I was like, oh, I think she just like basically kind of accidentally leaked that he survived. So I was like, okay. So I already knew about that. I was just wondering like what was going to be kind of the final outcome of it, and we saw that they both actually survived. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. So technically speaking, 246 also survived. Not necessarily won the game, but he survived. So I don't know how that kind of works. Honestly, one thing I was a little surprised about is the fact that we only got to see we only got to see as much as of the frontman as we can, or that we could have. I feel like I was just so fascinated by his character that I was expecting to seeing a lot more of him even in this season, and I was really surprised how little we saw of him. And I guess that makes sense because in season 2, like, he was actually directly involved in the game, so it's like, yeah, we got to see a lot of him. We got to see how interesting he is, what kind of person he is, how he's kind of duplicitous and all that sort of stuff. But then it's like once he removes himself from the game, it's just like, okay, is there really much left to do with this character? I initially thought for one moment we were gonna have like a full episode where it would just be about his game, which would have been really cool because I'll be like, oh, I want to really see how he won his game, or what led him to be in this situation, because we've been getting hints and pieces about the fact that he lost his wife and his unborn child, and that's why he became the person that he is. We do see the previous player 001 confronting him, so we do get like a piece of the flashback, not the full extent of the flashback. So I was a little like, okay, I guess we're not gonna get the full flushed version of it. I will say I was really excited to see that confrontation. I was like, oh my god. Once when I saw the trailer, I was like, are we going to see them confront each other? Is this going to happen? And then finally, it eventually did. And I wish they could have invested a little bit more time and just Gi-hun processing that. I feel like it went by so quickly. It's just like, I wish there's a little bit more that we could have seen of this, where it's like, oh, okay, I would love to see just his emotion of it, but instead it's like he had to go straight back into the game and make a quick decision about whether or not he going to kill the rest of the players, which honestly now if you think about it, he should have just done that and maybe he would have survived, but instead he decided to do something he decided to be moral. And I think this is kind of like a really messed up thing because Gi-hun is a very moral person, or at least for the most part, he's a very moral person. And because of that, he's a very good-hearted person, aside from what he did with Daeho. I think that's a whole different story, of course. But aside from that, like, he's someone who does have a good heart. He understands, he acknowledges his faults. We see that later on, of course, in this season, where he realizes that he was a really bad father to his daughter, and he acknowledges that. And yet, he's still here and doing what he can to at least do something right. And he does at least allow Junhee's daughter to make it through. But I just wish there could have been a little bit more time invested to kind of like understand a lot of things that do end up transpiring. And I feel like that was just kind of a few of the things that I felt like were missing in this season. I just felt like it just missed a lot of that depth that I really loved from the seasons 1. And I think even with season 2, I think season 2, just because it had a whole different mindset of what was going on, especially when you added the frontman as a player in the games, I was just like, okay, this actually makes things a lot more exciting. Whereas I felt like here, it's just like everything was just kind of like starting to, like the more you got closer to the finale, the more you start to get the sense of what's going to really happen. And it's just like, I wish there could have been a little bit more depth with that. So that was really kind of the one key thing that was just like, oh man, I wish there just could have been a little bit more of it. And I mean, I would imagine like this may have been a really challenging thing for the creator. I mean, there wasn't even supposed to be a seasons 2 and 3. Like that, we were just supposed to have season 1, and that would have been it. It would have been miniseries. And typically speaking, K-dramas are only one season. They're always a miniseries. They don't typically do seasons. That's just how they typically work. But this was obviously a rare case where Netflix is like, yeah, we want more. And that's just simply for the fact that Squid Game just became the biggest show on their platform. And so it's like, why do you not want to milk more money out of one of the biggest shows on streaming? So And of course, the whole 2-season split was merely for the fact that the director himself or the creator himself had mentioned many times that, you know, because of the fact that there was just so much to tell, that it just felt best to kind of split it. So one would be season 2, one would be season 3, but it was all filmed back to back. So it's not like, oh, they filmed season 2 and then they filmed everything back to back. So that's why like the gap between seasons 2 and 3 was only 6 months, because they had already done most of the actual footage. And it was just a matter of just getting the editing done, and that's where we're here now. So yeah, I think I basically touched on everything that I needed to say. I mean, I just like, I'm kind of shocked that we've finally come to the end of this journey. I mean, Squid Game was one that I honestly was just really obsessing over for a while in the last couple months, especially after like season 2, and then just the whole involvement of the frontman. I was just like, wow, I have like so many theories. I'm just like wondering how things are going to end. Yeah, I mean, it really sucks that Gi-hun did eventually die. Just because I was just like, man, there's got to be something, right? Like, he came into the games, his whole purpose was to try and save as many people as he can, and at the end, like, he only got to save one at least, and that was the baby. Which honestly, that twist, I mean, I was just like, I think a lot of people had a sense that, you know, the baby was going to become a key part. And then we actually heard the baby crying, cooing, and we're like, okay, so that means the baby's going to come. But it's just a matter of seeing how they're going to handle that. And when we saw how they really handled it, I think that was quite the twist for the season, just to make the baby not just any kind of player, but to then replace her mom once she did give up her life. So yeah, what a really big twist right there. I think it's not as big of a twist as the frontman one. I think I still like the frontman one a little bit more, but I had a sense that they're gonna try and play something with the baby. I was like, they're gonna try and get involved in some way, isn't it? Like, the baby's now gonna be more involved in this side of the story plot than ever before. So, but yeah, I think that this is honestly quite a great show. I think this is one that really does a great job of just examining humanity and letting us understand human behavior. And I think this is more of like a realistic sense of it, because I know a lot of people are, again, this is going to be a very this season is going to be very divisive. I think a lot of people are going to be divided about it. People are going to be very upset of how things ended and how things were executed, and I don't blame them. Even there's a couple things I feel like could have been handled a bit differently, or could have taken a little bit more time to dedicate. Like, I honestly feel like even the 6th episode that we did get, I was like, I don't know, maybe we could have used a little bit more just to kind of flesh a little bit a few stuff and give it a little bit more depth of here and there. Like, for instance, I'm still not fully, like, I still don't understand the frontman the full extent. Like, are we still trying to keep it as a mystery? Are we applying that he's going to still be a key player in the future? Like, are they keeping the doors open for him? There's a lot of things that I can't even figure out unless, like, if I start looking up the details, right? So yeah, I just wish we could have gotten a little bit more of those answers. But again, I also understand, like, the whole idea is that this is just showing how human nature is, just how they are so, like, you know, how humans can be desperate when they are at their lowest of low, which sometimes mean having to make some really bad decisions. I will say, for one thing, I was honestly shocked that Player 100 lasted that long. I was honestly really pissed off. I was like, so we're gonna kill all my favorite characters, but we're gonna let this asshole continue on for so long? Like, is he really going to be in so many of these episodes? So I was not really happy about that. I was like, I do not like this Player 100. Why are we still keeping him around? He should have been gone long ago. And I mean, and again, it just shows you just how people can be corrupted when it comes to greed and power. We saw that here. We bring a democratic process. They could have left the game so long ago, and they still continue to play, thinking that, oh, just because they don't want to play doesn't mean that I don't want to play. It's just like, okay, whatever. But I think, again, this is just a realistic nature of humans and how they react to things. I think this is one of the reasons why I do have to give props to the creator for not taking it too safe. Again, what he did was a really ballsy, very risky move with how he handles some of the characters' fates, especially Gi-hun's. I think that's going to be a big one. I think Frontman's going to be a big one. The fact that we saw Cate Blanchett, because my dad hasn't seen the last half of the, series, but the fact that we got to see her in the finale is like, are we going to start seeing an American version now? which I'm assuming at this point we're probably gonna get one. Maybe the announcement's gonna happen like the next month or so. Who knows? We'll probably see. But yeah, yeah. I honestly don't even know what else to say other than the fact that has been quite a journey for me. I've given my thoughts about season 3. I wish it could have been a little bit more deep. I wish we could have got a little bit more answers. I wish some things could have been executed a little bit better. In my opinion, just because I felt like I had such a rush from season 2 that I did not feel the same rush with season 3. But even that being the case, I mean, there's a reason why this is the most popular show on Netflix for a reason. I give props for the creator for not taking it too safe. He really took some really risky moves and was like, I'm not going to, you know, like he didn't even care. Like, I mean, for some people it could be skepticism. For him, it's like, this is just the reality of it. So I gotta give him props for that. But yeah, we'll see how things transpire. I'm hoping I will get a little bit of some answers regards to some of the things that do happen. Rest in peace to a lot of the people who did get killed off. I mean, I love Hoonju. I mean, my diva. I mean, she'll always be in my heart. Gihan, I mean, it sucks to see that, you know, that was kind of it. But it's like, I think that was kind of where it was leading up to. So I'm not really too surprised. I love other players like Junhee, the mom, the son. I mean, just I didn't Daeho. I was just like, well, are we really about to lose this guy so soon? Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to process. So it's gonna take me a couple of days to kind of get the sense of everything that's happened. I might have to kind of relook a couple of things here and there just to kind of get another sense of it. And I feel like that's always gonna be the case with any kind of big show, but especially one like Squid Game. I feel like there's still things I'm still kind of trying to process. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about Squid Game season 3. I mean, it's been quite an incredible ride. I've been waiting for so long for the last half of what would have been this half of the annual games, and we saw what has happened. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if we're gonna be back here for an American version, because it sounds like they're really gonna push it. So that's all I have to say about Squid Game season 3. I have now watched all of the remaining 6 episodes. This is it. This is the end of the ride with Squid Game in general. I don't think there's gonna be anything else after this. I think the director has already implied that he's not doing any more Squid Game, although there could be some spin-offs. But aside from that, this is kind of it. This is the end of the line. This is the end of the journey. But we could still see some things transpiring, maybe not with the actual creator, but with something else, right? But yeah, having now wrapped up, you've seen my reaction. You've seen how I've reacted to some of the deaths, some of the twists, some of the foreshadows, some of the warnings, some of the outcomes. But yeah, now that I finished my journey, I wonder what you have to say. I'm assuming a lot of you guys have now finished Squid Game as well. What are your thoughts having now wrapped up season 3? What do you think about in terms of what we got from the last 6 episodes? What do you think about some of the deaths? Were you expecting some of them? Did you anticipate Gihan's outcome, his endgame, his final fate? Did you expect the fact that we were going to get that twist with the baby, with Junho's baby? What do you think about that? What do you think the fact that we do see this confrontation? We finally got the confrontation between the frontman and Gihan, but it was quite a quick thing. I mean, what do you think? Maybe we could have gotten a little bit more time with this, or do you think that was the best way to approach it? What do you think about just some of the outcomes that we did get with some of the characters who did make it? Was that something that you were expecting, or were you expecting something more? What do you think about some of the cameos? Or the big cameo? We did get a couple of cameos. We saw Sabiak come back. We saw Thanos come back. We saw Cate Blanchett in the end. So that's the big one everyone's talking about. We got that. What do you think about the fact that, you know, the ending right there may have just implied that we might actually be getting a spin-off, an American spin-off? What do you think about that? Is this actually going to happen, or they're just kind of playing with us and just teasing us, or, you know, maybe something else, right? Do you think that maybe we'll get a little bit more of the frontman? Like, again, there's been talks of a spinoff. Do you think we'll get a much better idea of who this character is? He has survived. He has made it. And we got to see a little bit of a softer side to him by the end of it. Like, did he become a changed person? Or is this just who he is? I mean, a big discussion right there. As well as, like, what do you think about just the execution of season 3 in comparison to seasons 1 and 2? And if you have any other feedback, comments, concerns, anything of sort that you really want to discuss, address, that you want to really talk about, let me know in your comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe.